What's poppin', gang? We back for another one. What's good? What's good? What's good? What up, Mika? What up, K-Mac? I see you. What is up? Make sure y'all double tap that screen when you pull up, man. It's official, bro. It's official. It's official. I was saying this yesterday because it looked like the numbers were trending this way yesterday. We posted it in our community yesterday, and you wouldn't even understand the amount of people that's coming in there and just completely discrediting the numbers. It's weird. I don't get it. What up, Yayo? What up, Bert? It's weird, man. I don't get it. They completely discredited the numbers. And I had people sending me stuff this morning like, yo, Forbes say it's down 2%. And I'm like, down 2%. I thought it was up. I thought viewership has been going up. So I was a little confused. I'm like, wait. Let me check my sources, man. Let me just kind of look around and see. Now, I don't think it was actually confirmed to be this number until this morning, but the numbers were trending that way, so it just seemed like it was gonna be the biggest show ever. What up, Lens? Is that your name? Is it Lens? I hope I'm saying that right. Anna and Analyze That. What up, gang? What is up, man? Make sure y'all pull up. So I see this morning, 133.5 million halftime show viewers. What up, AJ? Now, here's the thing, bro. People were saying stuff like, there was a three-peat on the line. There was a three-peat on the line, so people were tuning in to see if the Chiefs would three-peat. And I'm not trying to take nothing away from the Chiefs, right? I'm really not trying to take nothing away from the Chiefs. But the Chiefs fandom has to be centralized to like Kansas City, and I'm sure you got a couple of other people outside of that. So you got a couple people outside of that are Chiefs fans, like for real, Chiefs fans. But outside of like Kansas City, like they fandom ain't that crazy. Then you got Philly, which is the Philly fans and Philly fans. You don't get a lot of Philly fans like really like outside of Philly unless you from Philly and you moved. So I'm like, Kendrick fans are everywhere. What up, Tracy? I'm like, Kendrick fans are everywhere. So 133.5 million halftime show viewers. So you could tell that they were watching, some people were watching the game, but then once the halftime show started, it went up. And then again, this is something that I said from a while ago where I was like, yo, this is going to be the most viewed halftime show of all time, simply because, one, you got the people who are watching it, obviously, because they're watching it for the game. And that's why we did a poll, even though our poll is going to be a small sample size. But if I look at it quickly here, if I look at our community and I look at the newest, so let's look at the poll we did. We did a poll the day of, right? We got 1,000 votes, a very small sample size, 1,000 votes. But 94% say they're watching the halftime show for Kendrick Lamar. 94% of 1,000 votes. What are they going to say next? What are they going to say? There's nothing else you could say. Are they fixing those numbers too? What do y'all think? Are they fixing those numbers too? There's nothing else you can say. Kendrick Lamar has the greatest halftime show of all time. Now, even if you didn't care for the halftime show, which we're going to get into that in a whole nother video, we'll do that today too. Even if you didn't care for the halftime show, people tuned in to watch it to see what would happen. And the biggest question was, is he going to perform not like us? Everybody's watching it for that reason. So I want to hear from the doubters. I don't want to hear from the people that agree with me. I want to hear from the doubters what they say at this point. Anyone who is a doubter or who believes that this is not true, not real, it's fake news. A lot of people saying fake news. I want to know what y'all think about this because I want to hear from y'all. Then we'll look at some of the previous shows and we'll see what those numbers look like as well. If you guys don't mind double tapping that screen, hitting that like button. I'm so happy that many people watched it because it was an important message. That's the other thing, man. We talked about that yesterday about deciphering the messages within the show in itself, because I think a lot of people took it from a surface viewpoint and didn't really look any deeper than the surface. But I will say, because of the excitement, because of the emotions of the moment that people had tied to the show, I had to go back and watch it 2 or 3 times myself. So if you watched it the first time and you got everything, kudos to you, you're a genius. But for me personally, I had to go back and I had to watch it and kind of look at it differently, not really looking at it like a fan, but watching it and seeing what I catch and seeing what I miss. Those are the types of things I do anyway. So this is the most watched halftime show ever, and up 3% versus last year. So last year was Usher, if I'm not mistaken. Usher had the, I don't know if he still has the Vegas residency, had the Vegas residency. And that show, I will say, should have been that high too. Because a lot of those songs in itself, I'm sitting there like, hey, I remember this one. I remember that one. And a lot of people are probably pissed that Kendrick didn't take that same stance and just perform hits. He didn't just perform hits. His show had a message. I only watched for the halftime show. Let me know in the chat right now if y'all watched for the halftime show and where you watched it from. If you guys are watching this on a playback, let me know if you watched the halftime show if you watched the Super Bowl for the halftime show. Because everybody just said it, bro. It's cool that they letting them play football inside of a Kendrick concert. That's what it really was. It was a Kendrick concert. So let me know. The haters will say anything online. Try to talk online about nothing. ENTJ, Not Like Us, and Luther are battling to be number 1 on Billboard 100 next week. So they're coming back. Some of these songs that might have fell out the 100 are starting to come back, which is saying exactly what we thought it would do. It had its rise, then it kind of fell, then it's back up again because of the Super Bowl, and then it's off. And then what I really loved about the show was that it's kind of a preview to the concert. It's kind of to the tour. It's kind of a preview to the tour. Now, I hope that they change it up a little bit, but to me, that's a preview of the tour. So anybody who has tickets who's getting ready to go to this show should kind of have an understanding of what to expect when they go to this Kendrick show. I can expect it to be a little bit better. They had a lot of time to prepare for this, but I think squeezing everything into 13 minutes probably took away from some of the things that they really could have done. Just especially for energy purposes in itself. My man's was tired as hell. Tired as hell. I think we'll be analyzing that performance for a while. It was definitely a call for revolution. Absolutely. I watched it 7 times last night. I watched it 7 times that night because it was so amazing. I felt like I was in a trance. I only watched for the halftime show, says Melinda. I only watched for Kendrick from Baltimore. I watched for Bo, says Burr. Burr, I know you're a football fan, though. I watched from the Bahamas. Shout out Anna. I seen a video of a Carnival cruise. Where they stopped. They in the middle of or wherever they at, in the ocean or whatever, watching the Super Bowl. I don't know where they was at. But I was just like, yo, that's insane. They not even here. For the Eagles and Kendrick. Only the halftime show, says Mel. Only watch for the halftime show, says Raiden. Marcus, what up? He said, I turned off after the first drive of the second. That's the other thing people aren't really understanding too. This year was a little bit different. The halftime show, I keep saying the halftime show, bro, because it's just ingrained. The game in itself was not over, but the game in itself wasn't going in the Chiefs' favor. So a lot of probably fair weather fans probably stopped watching at about halftime. I think it was 17-0 at the half. 17-0. So people are kind of like down in the dumps. They're not really paying attention. Then when the halftime show comes right back up. So when you look at the nature of the game and people maintaining viewership through the game, is because of the halftime show was happening. What are we talking about? I watched the halftime show only from the UK. What up, me? They never fell off the Hot 100. Get your tickets, gang. I know, man. I know, bro. I'm so ready. What up, Miss Bonner? Them songs didn't leave the top 100. They fell out of the top 10. Thank you for that. My mistake. I watched for the halftime show, turned the game on at about the 7-minute mark of the second quarter. I wanted a marching band for Euphoria so badly. Marching band would have took the roof off. I definitely believe. I kind of felt like because they had that, I think they couldn't leave that element out of a New Orleans show, so they did it in the beginning of the show. The marching band, they could have, I think if they had a vision, the marching band probably just didn't fit the vision that they wanted, so they left them out, but they did include them in like the pre-show. But for some of the songs, like TV Off, a marching band would have been stupid. Would have took the roof off, for sure. I agree. Chris, this is one of the best halftime shows ever. It was bigger than music, and that's a fact. He has excellent breath and wind. Yeah, we kind of saw that at the pop out, where he was going stupid at the pop out. Multiple cruises, says Marcus. I see you, fam. Watch for the halftime show from Freeport, Bahamas, the best ever. Shout out Freeport in the building. Bahamas gang. I've never been to the Bahamas. It's definitely on the list of places we want to go. We also need to keep in mind that majority of the music was off of PG Lang. Kendrick needs to build his own label, so he took advantage of advertising they paid for. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yo, what up, Deontay? They already did that in the pregame celebration. Facts, yeah, they did. That's what we said. Kendrick's halftime show was more views than last year's off of NFL's YouTube channel. Yeah, let's look at that real quick. Thank you for that. That was one of the things that we noticed too. And then let's see if we look at that, and then let's see. Let's pause that. All right, so let's look. So if we look at the halftime show videos here, this is the full halftime show. 34 million views in one day. Shout out to, don't miss it. Shout out to Neva, I appreciate you. 34 million views a day ago. That's 34 million views in one day. All right. 2 years ago. Okay, so this is from 2 years ago. 328 million views. That's from 2 years ago. If we look at Rihanna's performance, 260 million views a year ago. And then where is Usher's performance? Usher got 32 million views over 11 months. What up, Hudson? What up, Lord Racer? 32 million views over 11 months versus 34 million views in a day. That should tell you something in that. That if that show had how, let's take a look at the views. So right now, I don't think this has been updated. I like this view that they have because a lot of the ones that I looked at didn't have Michael Jackson in the top. So I was like, that can't be real. They had like Justin Timberlake and all of them, and I'm like, they can't be real. So these look like the numbers, the true numbers here. Michael Jackson was sitting there at 133, which we've seen 133.5 is the number for Kendrick Lamar. So we got Michael Jackson at 133. You got Kendrick Lamar at 135, I believe. No, 133.5. I think that's the number. I keep messing it up. 133.5, and then you have him at 133.4. Then you have Usher at 123.4. So he had 123 million viewers, and then that halftime show video got 32 million views in 11 months. It's absolutely insane to think about that number. So now imagine in 11 months where this halftime show video was going to be. People are going to be watching this and analyzing it and looking at it forever, right? We can't let the nation of Drizlam or people against black empowerment dictate the culture. It was not mid or the worst halftime show ever. We're going to talk about that later. That's a whole nother conversation. We're going to talk about that too. We absolutely got to talk about that. It was 33 million just 40 minutes ago when I watched it. Damn. It's continually going up. It's going to continue to go up. Yeah, Mike Jack will always be the GOAT. If you adjust the numbers to yeah, fam. That's something we're not considering. Shout out to Vicky for becoming a member. I appreciate you for that. Thank you so much. If you guys haven't done it, man, join the membership. It's another way to support the channel. I appreciate you. Thank you guys. Now, that's another thing we're not accounting for. You talking about 133 million views in 1993. No social media. So if you adjust the numbers accordingly, Mike is the GOAT. I love Kendrick. I love Kendrick. This is not about that. Mike is the GOAT when it comes to numbers. That show is stupid. That show is out of here if we adjust it for today's time. If they had to say, I would, he have like half a billion views or something like that. Yeah, bro. It'd be like 500 million views or something like that. I'm about to go add 10 more views today because I've yet to watch it on YouTube. Just reactors reacting. Yeah, so shout out to RGC. Reactors going crazy. Shout out to TRG. I seen they put out compilation videos. I was pissed, man, because my video got cut, bro. I have nothing. I have none of the reaction before I got cut. I only have me surprised as hell that I'm able to go live again and come back to the video. So, but shout out to them anyway for adding me. Man, I don't know how and why, but I feel like I'm watching your stream every day. Probably since the pedal got destroyed by K-Dot. Did you live stream the pop out? Yes, I did. But the thing about live streaming the pop out, fam, was I got a strike from Amazon. So it was blocked and removed from the internet, which that video, the pop out video, I think by the time it got struck, had like 55,000 views. And for a channel of this size, that's a major accomplishment. Also, by the way, not confirmed, but we were approached. We were approached to do some content. I can't say exactly who it's for, but I will say it's the only opportunity / sponsorship, I won't even do air quotes, but sponsored video that I've been reached out to about that you guys can actually use. I've turned down stuff. At this stage, I turned it down because I'm like, y'all can't use it. Y'all won't use it and I won't peddle it. I'll tell you what it was. I got hit up for like rolling papers. I'm like, bro, I'm not selling that to my fan base, my audience. I'm not selling that to my audience. So if it does go through, if it's something that we do, I think it's definitely something. Y'all might already be using it, but it's something that y'all can use. So I definitely wanted to tell y'all about that because y'all was some of the first I thought about was like, man, I can't wait to share it with them, but it's not locked in yet. So I don't even really want to get super excited about it. If it gets locked in, then I'll let you guys know, and you'll know because I'll be doing a video and it won't be a live. So I hope y'all can use it, man. I think Posty would get numbers too. He could. I think Posty could. DT Max 96 sales went up 413%. Yeah, bro. It's crazy because the same thing happened with Rihanna with them Solomons. If y'all remember Rihanna and the red Solomons, those numbers went up crazy too. So the influence is real. And that's one of the main reasons why they pick who they pick, fam. This is the main reason why. If this is Wayne, which papers though? I can't remember. Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna tell you who it was, bro. He said, which papers though? We smoke over here. Hold on, let me see. I was like, nah, bro. Nah, who was it? Damn, I can't find it. I've never heard of him. But when I seen it, I was like, nah, I'm good. I need Adele next. Only proper follow-up. Yeah, so who do y'all see following up the halftime show? That's one of the things I said yesterday too. When I posted the numbers, the early numbers, I know it's the way too early pick for next year, but I would hate to follow this as a rapper. If I'm a rapper, we gotta go like a different genre or R&B. I don't want to be a rapper that follows up the halftime show. I just don't. I'm not gonna hit 133 million views. I'm just not. Seeing Wayne live, he's low-key trash, and I mess with his music heavy, but he kind of trash live. That was one of the biggest complaints about that is why do people find an issue with what's going on with Kendrick when Wayne doesn't have a great live show? Great features, great albums, but live show, people just don't rock with his live show. According to him, Kanye. Oh my God. New to your live. Shout out Vicky. I appreciate you. And I seen a couple of y'all say it's your first live. Let me know in the chat if this is your first live. If it's your first live, say what's up. If you're watching this on a playback, thank you and hit that like button. Carne, what up, fam? What up, my boy? Taylor Swift, probably, or if Bruno drops a project, probably The Weeknd. We did, Jimmy Jump. We talked about that yesterday. If you take a look at my last video, we talked about that in detail yesterday. First one, shout out Jarrell. Shout out My Journey. Appreciate y'all, man. They'd have to do something more mild if Trump had an issue. Oh no, you good? No, ain't no my bad, bro. I'm just letting you know we talked about it yesterday. If you watch that other video, you'll see it. Bruno did it twice already, I thought. I think he did. Did he have a solo set? I think he had a solo set, right? All right, so the numbers go. Michael Jackson is 1. Well, Kendrick is 1. Michael Jackson is 2 now. Usher is 3. Rihanna is 4. So if you guys see in the last 3 years, are 1, 3, and 4 on the list. The last 3 years. So clearly they're listening to what we want to see, and they're making it happen. Now, Rihanna and Usher haven't really produced any music, right? They haven't really put out any music. They just basically had legacy shows. Like, we all kind of felt like, man, I remember these songs. You know, they took us back. So that's kind of Usher and Rihanna show. Katy Perry, I couldn't even tell you about that one. Lady Gaga, I remember her performance. Coldplay, I don't really remember their performance. Bruno Mars, I feel like I remember the Madonna performance too. And then Dr. Dre, Snoop, Mary J, and Kendrick at 112, rounding out the top 10. So Kendrick's in there twice. Crew, is the sneaker channel over with? So JoJo, what I'm doing is I'm kind of taking a break from it and focusing 100% on music and entertainment to see what that does for me personally. So we'll see. Shout out Carne for the 28-month re-up. Shout out to Crew. I appreciate you. Have a good day. Shout out to my dog, man. I appreciate you, man. I just wanted to know that you made me join your channel. I really enjoy the content. I really appreciate that, Vicky. I get some really good comments sometimes, man, and I really appreciate it. A lot of people tell me I talk too much, but that's just my personality, man. I don't just listen to music and not let you guys know what I'm thinking or how I feel about it. I feel weird just watching and doing this. Yeah. Ooh, that's dope. Yeah, that's hard. Ooh, nice bar. I feel weird doing that. I got to let y'all know exactly how I'm feeling about it and what I thought they meant. So that's just my personality. Nicki Minaj, Chris Brown, Missy Elliott or Janet Jackson, they did Janet wrong and she's iconic. That's a whole nother topic, man. I feel like they really did that. They did that. They handled that situation poorly afterwards too. And I think just up until like recently, there was any sort of like, I don't know if they really apologized, but people start talking about it. You have a lot of good energy. I appreciate you. Thank you for that. Y'all know why Chris Brown can't do it. Yeah. Your hard work isn't getting unnoticed. Shout out to my dog, man. Your streaming though would be weird watching you. I don't think people understand that, right? They like, yeah, that's dope. Don't interact. You be like, bro, just play the video. I'm like, no. Do you understand how that works? If I want to keep the videos up, I can't. Outkast will be lit. Ice Cube, Outkast will be lit. Let me know who y'all think should do the next halftime show. If there's a legacy act that y'all could think of, or even like a, you know, an artist, a rapper, or somebody, man, that y'all think. He's the first solo rapper, so I don't think they'll do that again for a while. But let me know what artists y'all think could do it. It would probably, I mean, if I'm basing it off the Grammys, if I'm basing it off of something like that, probably like Chappell Roan or something like that. I could see that being crazy numbers. Hologram Tupac, they've been asking for that for a minute. I found your channel during the beef and been a fan ever since. I'm an OG sneakerhead, and as we get older, we outgrow the sneaker game. Hey, look, man. I don't disagree. I don't disagree, fam. I don't really disagree with that. Bad Bunny, Dua Lipa, Wu-Tang is the only answer. Pitbull, Jennifer Lopez, Bad Bunny, J Balvin, and J Balvin releases his fours the week of. That'd be lit. Y'all want to see Bad Bunny, huh? I just don't know how that would translate. I don't know how Bad Bunny would translate. Outkast would be nuts. Yeah, Outkast would be nuts. They clicked on a reaction video out of their own free will and then complain about it. I don't understand it. Your reaction isn't the reaction that I want. I want you to react the way I want you to react. I'd be like, bro, chill. Doechii hasn't done enough yet. Ariana Grande, I can't say I'm familiar enough with what she does on the year, like yearly, to give a good answer to that. I never hear any of her music. I'm sure she has chart-topping music. I just never personally hear it myself. Doja Cat. Has she done enough? Daylight. Put Daylight on the Super Bowl stage, that'd be lit. Yay? Nah, not no more, bro. It's over with for him, man. Me and my wife was talking about that yesterday. It's over for Ye, in my personal opinion. They might go with Pink. I watch a ton of reactors, and it's annoying seeing fake reactions. I'm 100% in agreement with you, fam. I watch reactions too. It's not like I don't. I watch reactions too, and I see them, and I go, okay. And that's one of the joys of doing stuff live. That's one of the joys of doing stuff live. As soon as the song drop, as soon as the album drop, ain't nobody heard it yet. I still got to make a thumbnail and hop on before everybody get a chance to hear it. That's kind of one of the things I like about doing it live. I know some other people do it live too, but I feel like I really pride myself on being maybe the first, second, or third person on to do it. And that way it's always a genuine reaction. I don't like listening to nothing. Imagine it's Drake. That'd be nasty work. Britney Spears. That could be, has she done it yet? Why I feel like she's done it yet? I don't know. From England, I stayed up to 3 a.m. just because of Kendrick. Bro, John, and that's another thing. I need to turn that into a clip. At some point, I'm gonna need a clipper too. I've gotten several comments in that video that says, bro, watching you see that the snippet is not just a snippet, but it's an album is gold. You're the only reaction that's out there that we can see, realize that there's an album dropped. I need to put that clip out there. It's just so much to do. I never get time to do it, man. That was the best I'm like, it's a snippet. They're like, no, album. I'm like, man, stop playing with me, no album. And I look, I'm like, whoa, it's an album. So it was crazy. Country will be next. They've got to appease the other demographic. Oh yeah, I could totally respect that. You know, so I wonder what country artists they would pick. I swear the only country artist I know is Chris Stapleton and that dude. What's his name? Bro, he sound like Chris Stapleton. That's the only one I know. And I thought that was Chris Stapleton until my wife told me that's not Chris Stapleton. Sierra, Busta Rhymes, Ludacris. You need to clip Kendrick. I got places to go from the Not Like Us stream. Bro, I got places to go. Y'all remember that? That's crazy. Where I was like, Kendrick, I got places to go. I should clip that. Shout out Curvin. Teddy Swims. Thank you, bro. I thought it was him. All right, what up, fam? Crew and Joe Budden podcast, reaction to the snippet being an album had me dying. I'm like, ain't no way this is an album, bro. Landscape, split the screen. I thought about doing that, man. But the difference with that, fam, is we don't show up in the... So if you look right now, if you scroll up, you'll see people watching other videos. So I'm optimized for people who scroll. I want people to scroll and find us. That's what I want. So that's why we do it this way. Do you think it's weird that Drake's No Face music video has been sitting at the same amount of views since it's been posted? I think people got enough of it. They heard it, and maybe it doesn't have enough replay value, you know? Somebody gifted me a membership and just wanted to say thank you. Leah! I think that was Cuzzo Ed. They were trying to say it was trash because 1.5 million stopped watching after. That's because 1.5 million were only there for Kendrick. Facts. That's it, bro. Scrolling is how I found you. See? That's what I'm saying. I'm optimized for the scroll. And I think that's the way that, you know, we obviously know people like to scroll, man. So when you land and if you just enjoy the conversation that we're having and you stick around, that's literally what any creator wants, is you to find them and stay there. So that's what I want. I understand it now, of course. All right, man. So I don't want to keep y'all too long on this video. We just chopped it up at the end on this one. So you probably, if you weren't just hanging out here, you probably could have stopped at like 20 minutes. So let's just recap real quick. 133.5 million halftime show viewers, the most watched halftime show ever, and up 3% versus last year, which is Usher's performance. We took a quick look at the top 10, which had Michael Jackson at the top, which, with all due respect, Michael Jackson is still probably is still number one on the list because we know they just didn't have social media back then, but all congratulations to Kendrick Lamar. He is the new number one. Followed by Michael Jackson, then Usher, Rihanna, Katy Perry, Lady Gaga, Coldplay, Bruno Mars, Madonna, then Dre, Snoop, Eminem, Mary J. Blige, and Kendrick Lamar. So my question to everybody watching is, what up, East? Said, I made it. What up, gang? Yo, there's nothing more that I love seeing is finally made it to a live. I just caught it. Finally made it. Finally, first live. I love seeing that, man. So if you really are watching this and you watch these playbacks all the time and you can make it to a live, I love seeing that. What was I saying here? So that's the top 10 there. So let me know who y'all think should do the live, the halftime show next year. What are some of the people that you guys are interested in seeing show up? And we'll compare this then. That was one of the things I wanted to look at too. Was the set list. I had a lot of people send me over what they thought the set list was, so we'll do that in the next video. So we're not ending it. We're going to end this stream, but I got another stream queued right up. I got 300 million of y'all in here. Pull up to the next one. It's going to be a good one. We did some research today, and I seen we are at 60-40, chat. Men to women, which I think is incredible. I don't think there's a lot of channels that have that, like, is almost 50-50 split men to women, which I think is dope because we get a good conversation from all sides of everything. So this next topic, I want to hear what y'all got to say. Yeah, it's 60-40. It's 60-40. And previously it was like 90-10, and then we've switched over. Now we're at like 60-40. So I think that's a great ratio. And obviously, if it continues to move to where it's more 50-50, that'd be great too. So the next topic that we getting into, y'all are not going to want to miss. So I'm about to load it up. It's not up yet. I'm about to load it up, but I'll see y'all in about 2 minutes. I'm out. Peace. Crew, you got good energy. That's why it's that close. Shout out to Peppermint. I appreciate you.